Hello, my dear students. We are we are on the discussion on questions on the chapter chemical reactions and chemical equations. Till now, we discussed 11 questions. Today, we discuss 11th onwards. So let us start from the question number 12. Explain the following in terms of gain or loss of oxygen with two examples each: oxidation and reduction. Okay, first, oxidation. If you can recall previous discussion, I think you can easily tell what is meant by oxidation. Oxidation is addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen. Here I have written addition of electronegative element. This point you don't consider. This is taken from the 11th class knowledge because oxygen is electronegative element. Therefore I have written oxidation is the addition of oxygen or electronegative element which is not there for your syllabus to a substance. Oxidation is also removal of hydrogen. Hydrogen is an electropositive element. So these two part are 11th class, don't consider. So what you have to consider, oxidation means it is the addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen from the substance. Example, carbon dioxide with hydrogen to give carbon monoxide and water. See here, hydrogen is converting into water. How? By adding oxygen on hydrogen so that H2 becomes H2O. For this we have to add oxygen onto the substance hydrogen. So it is the addition of oxygen on the substance hydrogen. Therefore, this reaction is called as oxidation. Now, you see the other part. Here, from this carbon dioxide, we have removed the oxygen. This oxygen only has gone here. Okay, so this is when this is called addition of oxygen on the where oxygen will come. Oxygen has to come from the reaction only, no? Therefore, we have removed oxygen from the carbon dioxide O and added on to the hydrogen. So this is called removal of what? Oxygen, right? So converting CO2 to CO is known as a reduction. So H2 to H2O is oxidation. CO2 to CO is called as a reduction. In the same way, one more example is copper plus oxygen to give copper oxide. So oxygen is added to the copper. So it is pure oxidation. Now we'll go for the reduction. Whatever I have told in the oxidation, it is opposite for the reduction. What is reduction? It is addition of hydrogen. There it was addition of oxygen. Here it is addition of hydrogen. For oxidation, what was the second part? It was the removal of hydrogen. But here removal of oxygen. So oxidation and reduction are quite opposite. Oxidation is the addition of O or removal of H, whereas reduction is addition of H or removal of O. Now please see the example. CO2 plus H2 gives CO plus H2O. So we have removed the oxygen from CO2 to make it CO. Same reaction I'm explaining here. So O is removed here. So this was oxidation. So this is called reduction. Now CO plus H2 to give Cu and H2O. Here O is removed from the CuO and this O is added to the hydrogen. Converting hydrogen to the water is oxidation, whereas converting CuO to Cu is called as a reduction. So where there is a oxidation, there is a reduction. Oxidation and reduction go hand by hand. They occur together. That means oxidation reduction takes place simultaneously. Okay. I think you have understood what is an oxidation and what is a reduction. Remember, Oxidation reduction takes place simultaneously at a time. Therefore, such reactions are called redox reactions. Redox is the combination of reduction plus oxidation known as redox reactions. So, redox reactions are reactions where both reactions take place simultaneously. Okay, right. Now, we will go for the question number 13. A shiny brown colored element X on heating in air becomes black in color. Name the element X and the black colored compound formed. Okay. Question is, a shiny brown colored element X on heating in air becomes black in color. Oh, normally brown color which is shiny, lustrous, it is copper. So therefore, shiny brown colored element X means it is copper. So copper on heating in air becomes black in color. Why it becomes black in color? Because copper, when you heat in air, it reacts with oxygen, becomes copper oxide. This copper oxide is black in color. That is shown in the form of chemical equation here. Copper on reacting with oxygen or air becomes copper oxide. The color of copper is shiny color, shiny brown color. Shiny indicates the metallic property of the copper, lustrous property of the copper, lustrous brown color of copper is, that's why it is a shiny brown color. And black color because color of copper oxide is black. So element X is what? Element X is copper. And this one is why the black color? It is because of the copper oxide, especially copper 2 oxide or cupric oxide. There are two valencies for the copper. One is copper 1, copper 2. Copper 1 is cuprous, copper 2 is cupric. That we have learnt in the 9th class where under the table crisscross method. Now question number 14. Oil and fat containing food atoms are flushed with nitrogen. Give reason. This is a clear cut question from the chapter rancidity. Whenever oils and fats are stored for a long time, they undergo natural oxidation with air. So because of oxidation, they develop a kind of odor, which is unpleasant odor, which we don't like it. Therefore, that food, that oil contained food will be spoiled. That is called rancidity. Now, to avoid the oily food, for example, there are many oily food we pack. Maybe it may be a pickle, it may be a kurkure, it may be a chips, it may be a samosa. So from one factory where it is produced, it is packed and it is sent to the different parts of the state or the country. Therefore, excuse me. So to protect the food which contains oils and fats from rancidity means what? They should not undergo spoilage or loss of property. We have to protect the oil and fat from spoilage, from the rancidity. For this, we have to flush with nitrogen. Why? Because nitrogen is inert gas, inert element, inert molecule. Therefore, when it is inert, it will not react with the food content. Therefore, food is food is maintained. That is written here. See, nitrogen is an inert gas. It is inactive. So it will not allow, it will not react with the oils and fat content. So the food property is maintained for weeks together or for months together. That how much nitrogen we have to add to the packet, that depends upon the how much food you are packing. That calculation comes into the analytical chemistry, where they calculate for this much packet, for this much weight, this much amount of nitrogen is required. That we are going to learn in the analytical chemistry in the higher class. So the reason for flushing nitrogen is what? To protect oils and fats from the rancidity. Yeah. Explain the term. I think this is already over. Okay. I will go to 18th question. A solution of a substance X is used for whitewashing. Name the substance X and write its formula. Write the reaction of the substance X named in 1 above with water. Yeah, here the clue is whitewashing. So for whitewashing, we use chuna in Hindi. What is chuna? Chuna is combination of calcium oxide and water. So whenever you go for the whitewashing, first we bring lime, that is calcium oxide from the market. That calcium oxide is kept in water for some time. So it reacts with the water, becomes calcium CaO plus H2O becomes CaOH twice. So that is called white in color. That is applied on the walls. That means what is X here? X is, it is calcium oxide. Calcium oxide, which is in water, gives the a chemical compound known as slaked lime or calcium hydroxide, which is used for whitewashing. That is explained here. See here. CaO, calcium oxide, quick lime with water becomes slaked lime, calcium hydroxide. Its color is like a butter, white color, soft, which is used for the whitewashing. So X is what? X is CaO. That is first question is over. What is second question? Write the reaction of the substance X with water. So this is the reaction with the water. CaO plus H2O gives CaOH twice. This is example for what? Combination reaction. 19th. Give an example of a double displacement reaction. Double displacement reaction is the reaction between the two metallic salt solutions. So out of the two metallic salt solutions, in which metallic salt solution reactive metal is there, that will take initiation, that will go and displace the least reactive metal from its metallic solution. Let us see the equation here. So 2Ki plus PbNO3 twice. So this is metallic solution, potassium iodide solution, metallic solution, lead nitrate solution. So this is a potassium solution, lead solution. Both are metals only, but if you compare reactivity of the potassium with lead, certainly potassium is more reactive than lead. Therefore, this will take the initiation. Potassium goes and removes or displaces the lead. So when the K takes this place, it becomes potassium nitrate. So when K will go here, who will fill here? Pb has to come and to take the place of potassium. So lead iodide. This is lead iodide. Its color is yellow, so he has given yellow precipitate. So when Ki reacts with lead nitrate, the yellow color is due to the formation of the precipitate of lead iodide. This will be in the what liquid solution form. This will be in the precipitate or the solid form. So this is seen. This is in the liquid state, which is not seen. Afterwards, we will separate by using some techniques like filtration that we learn in the higher class. Question number 20. Why does the color of copper sulfate solution change when iron nail is dipped in it? It is a reaction between it is reaction between the iron and the copper sulfate. Means reaction between metal and metallic salt solution. What is the rule? Rule is when the free metal is more reactive than the combined metal, certainly it will displace. That means this is an example for displacement reaction. You can see the equation. Iron plus copper sulfate gives iron sulfate and the copper. So iron plus copper sulfate gives iron sulfate and the copper. The color of copper sulfate or diminishes. It is due to the reaction between copper sulfate and the iron. Iron goes and displaces copper, make it iron sulfate. Because its color is light green, therefore there is change in the color from the blue to the light green. At the same time, from blackish brown of iron to the reddish brown of copper. Question number 21. Identify the substances that are oxidized and the substances that are reduced in the given reactions. Here, Na plus O2 gives Na2O. This is addition of O on the Na. Therefore, sodium is oxidized. When sodium is oxidized, other one is reduced. But because it's a red oxidation, where there is oxidation, there is a reduction. Therefore, sodium is oxidized, and you can say the other part of oxygen is reduced. CuO plus H2 gives Cu plus water. Loss of O by copper oxide or addition of O on hydrogen to become water. That means converting hydrogen to water is oxidation. Converting CuO to copper is reduction. So the substance which is oxidized is hydrogen, and the substance which is reduced is copper oxide, that is given here in the answer. Thank you, cadets.